Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 vs 1 on Fata Morga. Over in the Dark Eldar corner we've got TheBlastFurnace. Just over in the Chaos corner we have got Stranger. Stranger going to be going for a couple of cultists, a heretic and a Mark of Chaos Nurgle, as well as a plasma generator and a Chaos Temple. Whereas the Dark Eldar are going to go for a couple of mandrakes, a fleet on fire research, a Hall of Blood, and a couple of plasma generators just for good measure. So, Markham Nurgle for these Chaos Boys will allow the cultists and the Chaos Space Marines, which are coming out of the Chaos Temple, to increase their health regen once they get some standard bearers in their midst, I suppose. Everyone is capturing their nearest dearest so far. There's a portal on its way out, which will allow the Dark Eldar to get some Reaver jet bikes out. Hall of Blood going to be coming out with some warriors. Oh no, never mind, just one Archon. So that's something. Chaos Space Marines now out on the field, only 2 at the moment. But these boys do pack quite a serious punch. Minefield also been sneakily and cheekily laid down here by a heretic. Imagine the Chaos Space Marines there, we're going to go for a Chaos Lord. Maybe investing some serious tech into their infantry in the early stages of the game. While the Dark Eldar try their usual mischief and madness, will be more or less instantly blown up by this minefield. Do quite like the minefields in Ultimate Apocalypse. They just have a lot more of an impact by the looks of things. With that, the Chaos Space Marines just think, well, there's nothing for us to fight at, so we'll go somewhere else. Mandrak's speeding along. Not only do these guys have access to fleet on fire research, but all units in this game, I think anyway, with their infantry, do have access to a run button, which increases their speed temporarily at the expense of ranged and melee accuracy. Chaos Lord will catch this Archon, moving into the base. We'll see if they can push him away with the help of these cultists. Archon looking for a heretic booty, although heretic jumping into the desecrated fortress, I do believe, yeah, has jumped inside here before jumping out on the other side. Chaos Lord, not too keen on this Archon being inside the base, pestering his minions. Will decide to give a power sword to the face. Archon not able to get any of his Incubi Breadwin. That is a unit that he's able to get later on as a separate unit that he can leave or join as and when he pleases. Mandrake's pestering these cultists, preventing them from capturing this relic over here. Giving them the old slice and dice and the chops. Breaking their morale as quick as you like. These cultists are just going to stand and take it, while these Chaos Space Marines, armed with their axes, in a beautiful Alfarius colour scheme. Are they on the side of the Imperium? Are they not? Who really knows? But we are all Alfarius over here. Archon being sorely pounded into the ground, going to retreat all the way back home. And this is a lot of Chaos Space Marines, 5 Space Marines with 6,000 health in total. One model of Chaos Space Marines has almost as much health as an Archon does, so that just shows how absolutely lethal these chaps are when they are en masse. Being chased around by this Archon there. Could be engaging him in close combat. While this is going on, we do have some cultists and mandrakes fighting out over here. And inside the base, some mandrakes and a Reaver jet bike going to be pestering this plasma generator. In Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse, if you build a plasma generator next to your buildings, does increase their overall production rate, as well as if you build it next to a listing post, does increase the amount of blue money that comes out of your listing post. But the double-edged sword for that is that if it blows up, it does some significant damage to those buildings nearby. Chaos Lord, they're going to chase away these mandrakes. Reaver jet bike also probably going to go on its way out. The Tower of Loathing going to be upgraded. Trying to throw these guys away, but these Chaos Space Marines are not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Weathering the storm of the Dark Lances, or Splinter Cannons, or whatever you call the Dark Eldar weaponry. Mandrakes, part brave, part foolish. Archon also going to give it a go. Doing his best. Kind of just vibing in the middle, I guess. Didn't seem like he was doing all that much. Might even be taken out in the retreat away from these Chaos Space Marines. Will manage to narrowly survive. What is the Dark Eldar going to do in response? Going to take up to Tier 1, which is technically Tier 2 for us. In UA, everyone starts in Tier 0, just to make things just a little bit more complicated for casters like me who don't know all that much about the game. Cultists not going to quite give up on capture this relic. Will doggedly try and stay there, but will decide to give up in the end. As even though they've got very impressive reinforcement rates, will be taken down quite quickly, but we'll turn around and try capturing that relic once again. Reaver jetbike doing its best, but won't seem to do all that much, especially when these Chaos Space Marines engage in close combat. We'll have a second Reaver jetbike moving on over here as well to add to the overall DPS. Mandrake's now going to go for the decap. The other homunculus laboratory been just slapped right in the middle here, just to provide us a distraction, more or less, by the looks of things. 125 and 30 compared to 108 and 20. What are the Dark Eldar going to go for? They're going to go for a Reaver jetbike. For this homunculus laboratory, possibly going to go for an upgrade for those jetbikes. More Chaos Space Marines on the field as well. Be a real serious hinderment to the Dark Eldar's ability to have fun if these guys are left unabated and unabashed. Tower of Loving looks like it's going to be a Tower of Dying anytime soon. Governor Archon going to be replaced. These cultists over here going to be harassed and harried by the Craft Fire Blaster, which I imagine just does a whole bit of badness towards these cultists, whittling down their health as quick as he can. A spray of blood, a spray of oil. Second Reaver jetbike on the way, going to also go for a Craft Fire Blaster. Certainly not a thing that the Chaos Lord wants to be experiencing. It looks like it's even... Has it stunned him? No, it just seemed like his animation got locked there for a second. Not having the greatest of times, that Chaos Lord. Been stuck in the slowing oil of these Reaver jetbikes. I mean, it looks like it slows them down. Yeah, it does. Okay, alright. There we go. We're learning, boys and girls. So with these 3 Reaver jetbikes, it does look like the entirety of these Chaos Space Marines are going to be brown bread any moment now. Unless they can fall back to safe positions. Do have some scourges on the field as well. We're tying up, or cleaning up, should I say, the remaining cultists. Solar Seeker ammunition research going to go down as well. Heavy bolter up there, being popped down. Going to assist in the Chaos Space Marines' ability to defend themselves. Although how good it will be, time will tell. Going to try and go for that missile turret upgrade add-on, which will be absolutely deadly towards these Reaver jetbikes if they can get it done. Although the heavy bolter turret has automatically started firing at the Archon, which is not what it wants to do. It wants to turn its attention towards the jetbikes before it gets destroyed, and will sadly be destroyed by the Dark Eldar, as these Chaos Space Marines will probably go the way of the dinosaur, giving the Dark Eldar a little bit of breathing room, much sorely needed. After that very close call at the beginning of the game, it was very almost the Chaos Space Marines played there. Gonna go for a Machine Pit, gonna go for some Hell Talons to open up with. Very good against the Reaver jetbikes. Thermoplasma Generator as well will be finished up, allowing additional bad stuff to come from that Machine Pit should the Chaos player ordain necessary. But while we're waiting for those Hell Talons to come on, these Reaver jetbikes are going to have to put in some serious work. Try and keep the infantry numbers of the Chaos as low as humanly possible. Keep the harassment up, keep the pressure on. Another Scourge Squad on the way, as the cultists are going to be wiped out to a man. Dear oh dear. Not a happy day to be a cultist, even if their Nurgle upgrades increase their health regeneration, but not preventing them from dying. But Lord have mercy on my soul, one Hell Talon just moves in, absolutely wipes out the entirety of those Reaver jetbikes. Not to be underestimated is this Hell Talon. We'll also have to fly over as quick as it can over onto the other side of the map and see what other mischief it can pull off. These Scourges are going to chase after it there. We do have 6 Dark Lances. This Hell Talon does not want to get caught in range combat with these Scourges for even a sliver of a moment. Does have mobility on its side there. So these Scourges do need to spend a little bit of time being stationary before they are able to fire. What's going on over here? Some minefields are being built up by the heretics. Gonna pester these mandrakes somewhat. if they can get it finished. I mean, this is quite a brave tactic. Just a sly minefield being built behind the... I mean, it's an interesting strategy. Seems to be working. One squad of Mandrakes is going to go down. Mandrakes have no ability to fend off these Hell Talons. Their close combat orientation. I mean, they could wave angrily at said Hell Talon, but won't do all that much. Chaos Rhino, packed to the brim with Havoc Marines. An ideal counter against those Scourges with their Dark Lances. I mean, these Scourges have gone for 6 in total, with their Solar Right as well, so realistically, only good for bashing up vehicles at the moment. These guys are also going to do exactly the same as well. So when these Havocs come a knocking, the whole Dark Eldar base will probably go a rocking. Traveller are going to go down really, really quick by the looks of things. Scourges are going to move around the side. It'll make very quick work of the Chaos Rhino transport. But with double Havoc Marines on the field, it'll be very deadly if they are left to their own devices. But then again, Chaos Rhino transport probably won't actually survive. Will force these Havoc Marines to be left on their own some. Morale being broken down by the Dark Eldar's mischief from their souls. Hell Talons now trying to engage in combat to support their Havoc brethren, but these Dark Lances will take out one Hell Talon. Another one looks like it'll be going down as well. Lots of things have been teleported in there. Got some Chaos Icon Bearers moving in. Will provide a good health regen to any squads nearby. Also fairly decent in close combat as well. Nothing to be trifled with. Crucible of Malediction research going to go for the Archon. Very, very useful in tying up these Havocs without having to be too close to them, I suppose. The Scourges constantly being tied up by this Chaos Icon Bearer. While this is going on, we do have a Chaos Vindicator moving into the base well. Beautiful looking model this. The big old shovely thing on the front. Bring a decent look at the front. Yeah, quite a symbol going on over there as well. Very pretty. Very aesthetically pleasing. By the by, just to on a side note, today is my birthday, so happy birthday, mate. And just as a, if you want to wish us a happy birthday, the best thing that you can do is by commenting on this video and giving us a like, just for all the algorithms, all the algorithms and stuff. I don't normally like to ask for it because I know it's a bit cheesy, it's a bit corny, but I thought, well, if you can't ask on your own birthday, then when can you ask? Anyway, back to the game. 2 Chaos Psychers moving on the field, zapping anyone and everyone as these witches are being given some stitches from these Havocs over here, narrowly surviving a squad wipe over there. And it's pure chaos and pandemonium, just as we like for a UA game. Icon Bearers slicing up that Tower of Loathing. Doom has been witnessed somewhere, has been witnessed over here, as some bolts of chaos energy moving over, and just loads of Doom. Absolutely wiping out a good number of these Scourges, or at least bringing them down to very, very low health. The old triple Psycho combo. Nothing to be sniffed at all. These Havocs over here causing mischief and mayhem. Dark Eldar on the back foot quite considerably. We'll have to use the witches to their advantage. I've managed to take out all the Psychers as this Psycho dies from having a migraine. But all the tech buildings over here, to be fair, they are still quite healthy, so I don't think they're going to go down anytime soon. Scourge is using the advantage of the high ground to keep away from those Icon Bearers. Sorry. Havoc Marines have been slapped around by the drug-addled witches as these Incubi covens going toe-to-toe with these Icon Bearers. 2,600 health there for one Icon Bearer. Especially being a Nurgle-esque Icon Bearer as well. But these witches with their poison blades are not going to take it lying down. And it does look like the Dark Eldars once again survived and pushed back the Chaos player. What's he going to do in response? Has got a Chaos Predator. Going to go for a Demon Pit as well. Hellsmith on the field as well. Able to build up good decent buildings very quickly. We go for some Plague Marines. 127. Oh, what? Never mind. 145 and 60 for the Dark Eldar compared to the 221 and 133 for the Chaos Space Marines. Do some Plague Marines on the field. Hellfire Smith trying to build up this minefield at the cost of his own life. Chaos Predator. Really good spot, but doesn't want to go there solo. Lots of minefields going off over here. Witches and Incubi alike being struck down as they Benny Hill their way out of danger's reach. Let's have a look at these Plague Marines. Very sickly, very gnarly. With their old smelly clouds about them. While this is going on, the Scourges have found the Demon Pits. Possessed Marines are going to try and come out of the Demon Pit. But will they have time to do it? Demon Pit also being danced back into health by this Heretic. Has been killed. Got some green mischief going on around there. Does look like it's trying to... Oh no, that's not Nurgle mischief. That's a Dark Eldar witchcraft and wizardry. Lowering its armour. While this is going on, the Plague Marines are going to charge in. Throwing down some blight grenades. Which do general badness to everyone and anyone in the area. Wonderful little animation going on there as well. Very beautiful on the eyes. Incubi cover, not wanting to get into close combat. Malediction going on these Plague Marines, forcing them to fire away at their own dudes. Grabbing equip some rad launchers. Pretty radical if you ask me. Do a good number of damage to both vehicles and Titans and morale and all that jazz. Is it Titans? Something I don't think are good against Titans down here.
We can serve you.
Oh, that was the Scourges. Ah, the Scourges are good against Titans. Never mind me. There we go. Death going over for that Chaos Predator. Scourges falling back as the Predator moves onwards and upwards. And it's hard to tell who's going to get on top of this combat at the moment. Chaos Predator going to absolutely annihilate anything that Dark Eldar have to bring to the battlefield at the moment. But these Scourges are a major threat to this Chaos Predator. But they are being screened off by these Plague Marines. And TheBlastFurnace does throw out the GG. Which, to be fair, you've got some Chaos Predators on the field. You've got these Plague Marines on the go, keeping the main tank safe. And with all the tech going on, I mean, they're going to go for some more cultists. They've got the Demon Pits. Yeah, to be honest, the Chaos player probably had it in the long run anyway. Cool, anyway, mine's been Mr. Landtrap, but as always, never short. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.